Hi everyone, just going to make a little garden update and stopping off at my gooseberry on the way up through. Doesn't have any berries on it yet this year. Put that up, just a little bit of fence up to keep the animals out and to keep it from being mowed off. And here is my currant bush. Gotta thank my uncle for these two bushes. He had some extras. I can't remember whether these are black or red currants, but they're pretty good. Had some last year. And got most of our garden in, but ran out of room. So we had to take some of our extra tomato plants and get bags of humus and manure to plant them with. And we covered up the grass with some black plastic that we cut in half. Hopefully next year it'll kill the weeds and I'll be able to expand my garden a little bit, which will mean getting a little bit more fence. Got the last of the stuff for inside of the garden, some onion sets. Don't know if I'll have enough room for them, but I'll give it a try. And here's some of our broccoli, cabbage, I'm not sure which one it is. And you can see little onions coming up in between them. And over there's some more. Down at the end are our pepper plants, a little bit out of focus. This row here is our potatoes. There's some coming up down at the end. And up here we have, and right here we have our string bean rows. A little tip for planting string beans is to soak them overnight. That way it'll soften them up and they'll sprout better. They'll sprout faster. Here's our shell beans, same tip for them. We also soak our peas overnight to make them sprout faster. And once they get started up like this, about this size, maybe a little bit bigger, we take some powdered dehydrated lime and punch some holes in the bottom of a coffee can and use it as a sprinkler to lightly sprinkle it over the leaves to keep the insects out. Here are rows of tomato plants going out through. And tomatoes, we've been putting a dash of Epsom salts in the bottom of the hole when we plant them and covering it over lightly before we plant our plants. This year we also put in a little powdered milk. That's supposed to help with blossom end. And when we plant them as far up, pretty far up the stem, so it will form roots along the stem and make the plant stronger. Up here is our cucumber plants. These are some that we bought pre-started, and down there a little bit further is the ones we started from seed. And here's two parsley plants. And down in here we have some beets. They've not started up yet. And then we have some pulling onions, I think, down here. And I can't remember what the other one was, but I planted them the other day, so they're not coming up yet. And here's our zucchini and summer squash. Normally we use seeds and plant those, and this year we just bought some. And here at the end I'm going to try and get all of our white onion sets in. We had some red onion sets that we planted down the other place. I didn't say what kind they were. Okay, I think starting here, well, I'm going to try and get this done before it starts raining again. And I should mention that the garden is pretty wet. I shouldn't probably be walking on it right now, but I don't know if it'll dry out anytime soon, so have a good day.